Let's see what the date is today. September 5th. There we go. As you can see, fog to start the day. It's going to be hot today. They reckon about 29 degrees. Dog's here, look. Hello, dog. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, belly rub, belly rub. We finished up, I don't know, what time was it last night? About 7:30. It wasn't too crazy late. We got everything spread out. Mornings, Linda is always on the hay deliveries. It's not too crazy in the summer, but it has started picking up again. Farmer and the old man and the young Dave as well, they went off and picked some straw bales up yesterday. I think they made a good, you know, they're getting on with it now. I don't know what they got left out, but we will see. We're in this shed. We're sort of just, it's always annoying opening a shed up and digging in the shed. Got to be ever so careful. If you grab a pack, that's behind the pack, if you know what I mean. And you're always close to everything. Me and Keithy teared everything out. There should be some baling today. Not everything will go, but there should be some baling. Started today. I come back, blew the baler off ready for today, so you want to do that in the night time really. You don't want to be blowing balers off at the start of the day. You get covered in soot and dust and itchy straw. Oh. So yeah, got cracking with that last night. Farmer's greased it and oiled it, ready to go. Me and Keithy are going to make a start. The sun's now come out. It's about 10:30. By the time we get to the field unfolded, that'll be about 11:15. There's the third stack of straw. Young Dave and the farmer. Dave come with us last night and run a couple of load for us. Have a quick look at the hay. This is where they're hoping to come and start baling today. Turn her over. She's a little bit damp, so we need a bit of sun in her. It's going to be a nice warm day, so they won't get started. They won't get started early today. They'll be around the midday, 1 o'clock time. Just needs moving and getting the dew out of it. That's all. But I think that'll be plenty fine enough for what it is. Can't see any more green lumps in there. That'll be good. That'll be nice actually. Just needs fluffing up and having the air run through it, which is what we're here to do. I'll show you this pin. Well, Keithy noticed it actually. There's a pin on the headstock here. And we just noticed yesterday, we put a bit of grease around it because it was a bit, you know, looked like it was wearing, but this pin, fingers do it, but this pin is wearing to the point where the machine is actually rocking. So we are going to have to order ourselves a new pin. I believe it's designed to rock a little bit, but where it's worn so much, there's quite excessive rock on it. So we will have to get one of these pins for next year. I'm sure it'll last the season out. There's only a few more days of tedding. So the worn pin, I suspect, is from going over ground like this. You just can't go too fast. It doesn't matter which machine you got, that big tedder or this one. Yeah, basically that pin allows the tedder to follow over the ridge and furrow, but when it gets to its stop, that's where it's clanging. You just can't go, you know, going fast over the ridge and furrow, which is it's just what it is. No machines out there like the ridge and furrow. That Terra Keithy's, the 30 meter. That thing is does remarkably well over the ridge and furrow actually, but even that doesn't like it. If you go over too fast or too steep, it'll blow its shear bolt on the headstock. Where it's got the big spring that goes up to the headstock, that's got a shear bolt on it, and if you go across the ridge and furrow too fast, it pulls on the spring and then snaps the shear bolt in there. We've seen that, but that's understandable, you know. It's just the ground. No machines like this horrible ground. The packer doesn't like it. The rake doesn't like it either. Nothing really likes it. I think our friend Edward is going to come and bale and pack this for us, and we are going to do some of the other grass in the area as well. Where am I here? I can't even see where I've been. Down here somewhere. Right. Yeah, anyway, me and Keith are going to get on with it. We'll try and catch up with some machines later on. Oh dear me, that's handy, isn't it? Look at that. It's like returning without a guard. If I've got a spanner. Look at that, look. I'm actually quite surprised to see that. I would not have expected it to have broken there. Let's see if we've got some tools. I got it. That goes back in there. No, not today it doesn't. Okay, just going to have a little glance at this one and make sure there's nothing. I think it broke on the corner there on the other one where the hole was. This one ain't too bad. It's too big to fit in the cab, so I will place it along this fence. No one can hit it, I hope, and we'll come and pick that up with a truck later on or another day. But yeah, we're going without a guard. You got to be quick with those. When you first hear it straight away. Tick, 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 tick. Look round. There it is, bouncing on top of the tines, going round and round. Shut her off. But it's all about being quick. If you leave it too long and it gets caught in the tines and then gets tangled up, well, you have a right mess. I've forgotten to take a picture of the broken bit, and then what do the other guys do? They go like this. Oh my god, it's broken. Oh no. For the thumbnail, isn't it? That's what they do, I think. It's 2 o'clock. We're on some fields now. They're a little bit annoying. Where they're thick in places, you're still bringing up green lumps. You know, if you were struggling for time and weather, you would certainly be in here baling, but we're going to move it in the thicker parts, still bringing up green. Where it's thick, some of the grass doesn't see the sunshine, so it actually stays grass, and you can see it when you run through it. I can see Keithy in the fields across the way there. We're going to do this one. I'm going to do the thick of the next one. I can see in the middle it's hay, so I'm not going to touch that. The other side's quite thick as well, so we'll do that. I think the guys have started baling. In a little while we will head back to the farm. We'll get this machine off. I've got to get farmer to check that pin out just in case. Look at the colour of this hay. Beautiful. You could go into that and bale that wouldn't be a problem. You wouldn't have any issues there. But this half of the field is a little bit still, it just needs an extra day. But they're not going to be down here. They can't get to here until tomorrow anyway, so it won't be a problem. We just run through the lot. Tomorrow it'll be perfect. These are the floodplains of Oxford, so they stand water most of the winter, but they always produce some really nice grass. They're non-fertilised grasses. They're permanent pasture. You sort of can't buy these grasses, you know, they've taken years to establish themselves the way they are. The cows are kept down here as well. They're on land that never sees fertiliser, never sees any sort of you know, sprays or anything like that. It's just as natural as it gets down here. So yeah, always makes nice nice food for the animals. Just got to fill in this little patch. Keithy's on the 7S. He said that tractor's pretty good actually, that one. So tomorrow we will be down here making hay. There's a bit of breeze about today. It's how hot is it? 28 is saying on the dash. I got to about 30 yesterday in the heat of the day. Nice to see some sunshine. We just haven't seen it this year. It's been really strange. They're all having an afternoon nap, looks like. I'm not going to start chasing them around because it's 30 degrees and it's hot enough without chasing them around. So we just have a little look at them. The old man comes around in the mornings, you see, and if they're not shooting, if it's cool, he'll get them up, moving along. Just make sure there's no bad legs, no bad eyes, stuff like that. Calves are looking really well. God, they grow fast, don't they? Look at this one. They have got shade in here. They got a big patch of, we call it, this field's called the bushes because it's got a big load of bushes in. So if they do want to get out of the heat, they can just go and linger in there. They can get in the shade. But they all look pretty happy. They're nice and quiet. We got a grain lorry to load, so we're going to go and load that. I'm going to try and count them from the cab if I can. You never want to linger out there, down here, because the horse flies. I'm not joking, they get you and you don't even know they're on you. They're horrible. I'm pretty sure farmers are already aware of this one, but there's one here with a bad foot. So farmer has to come down on the motorbike and he will just get round him, and he's got his special gun that puts some antibiotics into him. But I can see he is still limping, so we might have to keep our eye on this one. Just see if we can get him to go. He's got a sore foot of some sort. Front left. I'll let them know anyway. I'm pretty sure they know about him, but it's stuff like that you're looking for, you know. And there's always one or two with bad legs and stuff like that. Yeah, just that one we had in the pen. I don't know if I did an update on him or not, but he went back out. He went to a field where we could monitor him a bit more. The old man reckons he's all right. So yeah, but if that foot persists for more than a week, we will have to come down, pen him up, grab him and his mum and take them home and give him a long course of antibiotics and see if we can see what's going on. The other one took more than a jab to get right. It took a whole week of quite strong antibiotics to put, I think it was her actually, put her right. So but it did cure her in the end. You wouldn't have done it, just keep jabbing her out in the field. So right, while we wait for this grain lorry, we're going to mend our tedder. We've got two loose ones. The key to this is to remember where all the bits go. Okay, number one goes to this edge. This is the parachute plane. That comes from Western on the Green, and you can do your your skydiving and all the rest of that if you're into that. I most certainly am not. That. Okay, I remember. And the black piece comes out and the tine comes off. Right. Number one went like that. You can turn these bolts around and it will angle your tines slightly differently to how you want the spread pattern to be, but you want them all the same really, so you don't want to get that wrong. There's a bit in here that's got to come out, and that goes in there like that. Over top of the loop. Oh, my grain lorry's here. He's a bit earlier than I expected, but that doesn't matter. We'll get him loaded up. I've got another one of these to put on, but that's how you do it. They're not hard. This is a Wheat heap. We had 2 lorries come out of here quite recently. Costello it was. It wasn't a bad sample. Nothing crazy good, but nothing terrible either. But anyway, farmer sold, I think he sold 5 loads or 4 loads. 2 have gone out already, and we're going to load 2 more right now. We find these tines, they do 3 years, and then you'll start busting them. There'll be that won't be the only one, but the first 3 years of anything, we found it on the other one as well. First 3 years, there you go in there. I think they're the only ones. Right, we're going to head up the fields now. I don't know what's been going on today, but I think Edward's had a problem or 2. He's just finished by the looks of things. We got a trailer with us. Young Dave's here as well. There he is. He got on a different track this time. There's the packer. Linda and Colin are over at one of the other fields. Young Robert there. We've got packs in here which are going to stay at this farm in a shed. They've kindly agreed to let us rent a shed off them, so these packs will stay here. We've got some 4 stringers that we've got to pick up. I think I can see Linda in the next field over. There's bits and pieces going on all over the shop. I don't know if we'll get to picking everything up, so we might have to go and tour, make some towers of hay to pick up tomorrow. But we're going to get David loaded up and see if he can get a couple of loads home. There goes Dave, look. Sun's gone a bit hazy this afternoon. It's not very nice actually. I just loaded a lorry full of wheat, and that wasn't the easiest thing to do either. Right, let's get Dave loaded up, shall we? Dave will pull the trailer around for me. We'll have a load on here pretty sweet. Do them so they fit across the beds, I think 8 foot. That's how long we have them. I'm going to get Dave loaded, and then we'll get him off, and I think then we've got to go and build some stacks. The old man's off out with a load. Look, the old man's loading packs. These are probably, out of everything, with silage, are probably the heaviest loads we will take out on the road. And they won't be mega, you know, they won't be what you can get. Won't be what you can get on an Arctic lorry or anything like that, but it will be. It'll be a fairish load for. Oh God Almighty! We're on the ridge and furrow, so apologies. Everything is hard work. That's fine. It sticks out the other side as well. It's the baler man's fault, that is. Blame the baler man. I don't know what's happened to the sunshine. It was beautiful a couple of hours ago. No, not an hour ago it was beautiful. A bit of haze going on now. The guard for me tedder is up there. machine, always something going on. Fix one thing and then another, it's just something else. It's down on power though. I need one more for David. Send him on his way. We don't go any higher. That is one more. Oh, look at that for a sunset. You don't get to see the sun like that very often. We're at Jackie's now. We got a field up here of big uns. They're not all going to get brought home. But Keithy's got an Arctic at home. He's going to bring that up. I imagine it's going to be dark before we're loaded, but that's a pretty cool sunset. There's Di. Jackie and Di are sisters. There's Di. That's the old man's wife. Look at that, that's cool. Guessing this one is a job for tomorrow. We've run out of sunlight. The dews start settling down now. And yeah, you just don't get enough hours in the day to do it all. So we got a field of big ones up here. We're going to get those, I'm going to get them twoed up so I can load the trailer pretty quick. Dave's bringing a trailer back for the old man to get them packs off the field. And I think Farmer's getting some packs off the field up on one of the other fields. Yeah, it's mayhem, absolute mayhem. But if we can't get them on to trailers, what we do is just make a tower, and that keeps the majority of the bales good. So that's what we're going to do. Lots of electric wires in here, need to pay attention. Look at that sun. You never get to see sun like that. Usually too bright to look at, isn't it? Pretty cool. I don't know how much of this you're going to see because it's night time now. But we're still going. Keithy's just dropped me a trailer. We're getting into a corner though. We want these either towered up or off the ground. So we're going to load this trailer and then the remainder we'll just tower up. I've got a few towers set up already. And then tomorrow we'll come and pick them up tomorrow. I think the guys are you know, nearly done up. Got bales everywhere. Giant square on there. I don't like that. I've got a lot of blimmin' electric wires in here and I don't really want to be messing about too much. I'm loading the trailer well away from them and I will set the towers up well away from them as well. But there's a couple of low ones in here and I really don't want to hit them. There's one on its own that I obviously missed. it's been a bit of a mad afternoon the last few hours. The old man's been loading packs, farmer's been loading packs as well. Yeah, Keithy's been running loads here, there and everywhere. Young Dave's been running the loads as well. I don't know if Keithy's coming back for this one or not. Way up, Matthew, come on now. It feels late somehow, but it's not actually that late, is it? The middle of July is still sunny, isn't it? I know. But normal haymaking time, this is quite normal, isn't it? But just feels late. Ah, nice and tight. I threw that over and it hooked on the chassis. Not on a hook though. Perfection if it hangs on the hook.
It feels warm, yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does feel warm tonight. Right, I'm going to quickly tower these up.
Yeah.
I ain't got much to do. And then I'm coming home. Is that it?
I've all picked up half you in that last few of the jobs.
That'll do, won't it?